Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk all about how to wear neutrals head to toe. As you probably know, this is one of the biggest trends of the season, and it's also been my personal favorite, probably because you don't actually need to go out and buy anything new to be able to wear this particular trend. So what I wanted to do was give you my 4 major tips for how to pull this look off, especially when you're going for a head to toe outfit, how to make it interesting. And I'm also going to show you 5 outfit ideas as well, which includes the one that I am currently wearing. Before I dive into the tips, maybe let's just briefly touch on what my definition of neutrals are. So when I think about neutrals in terms of this trend, it is safari style neutrals. So think bone or ecru, anything that's kind of creamy or milky in color, beige tones, caramels, cognacs, browns, so anything from a dark brown to a lighter brown. Then you've got sort of the rust or terracotta hues, which are more of that warmer reddy end of the color spectrum, and then you have the slightly more cooler khaki tone shades as well. So the great thing about this trend is that you can have a lot of fun with it, and you don't have to go head to toe white or head to toe beige. You can wear things like khaki and mix that in with something that is more caramelly or brown, and then a little bit of white as well, and that is still wearing the neutral trend. So let's dive into my first tip, which is to ensure that your outfit has the same color base. So by that I mean, is it warm toned or is it cool toned? What I find is that warm toned pieces don't actually pair that well with cool toned ones, and vice versa. However, if you have something that is neutral in the very sense of the word, meaning that it doesn't pull too warm or pull too cool, then that can work at either end of the spectrum. Now, I do believe that JUSTINE LECONTE did an entire video on color theory and how to be able to tell if something is cool or warm tone. If not, I will find some sort of resource that you can use to identify those things down in the description box below, which should be really helpful, I'm hoping. But what this does is it helps to keep your outfit looking cohesive, and it's also visually appealing as well. My second tip is to incorporate texture. I think anytime that you're wearing a tonal outfit, whether it is an all neutral look or if it's an all black look or all green, any end of the color spectrum, adding texture is the way to go to make sure that your outfit looks visually interesting and does not look flat. So an example of this would be wearing a cotton tee with a silk slip skirt, which is actually just a fail-safe combination on its own. You've got those different textures, it's visually interesting, and even though it is basic, it's not boring. Now, if you think beige is a bit bland and you really prefer more vibrant outfits, then one thing that you can do to really make things a bit more interesting and a little bit more unique is to add in an animal print. A lot of animal prints like leopard or even a cheetah print tend to have more of a beige or neutral undertone, and they work really well in terms of making these outfits have a bit more of a pop and also to look a bit more jazzy. So the key here is to think about that first tip, which is to make sure it has the same undertone. So is it cool toned or warm toned? And that is how you can incorporate it into your outfit. My final tip is to opt for a statement bag. So this is something that is really going to play off all of those neutral tones. And again, it should have the same undertone as your outfit or pull neutral. What this does is it adds a bit of balance, and I also find that it grounds the outfit. And if you have been kind of, I guess, craving that extra bit of color, is where you can really make things pop and add a bit more vibrancy. So with those tips out of the way, let's talk about the 5 different outfits, how I incorporate each of those elements into it, and the other little details that I find really help me to pull off this head to toe trend. So we'll start with the outfit that I'm currently wearing, which actually incorporates another big trend of the moment, which is tailoring. Now, when it comes to actually building an outfit, I tend to focus it around one key piece. In this instance, it's been this blazer. This was the item that I wanted to kind of build it around, and I tried to pick items that would really complement it. So starting with my first tip, I checked the undertone. So the undertone of this is more of a neutral, warm hue. It is a really nice light caramel. So for my top and my jeans that I'm wearing, I wanted something that was in that same color family. So because I still wanted the blazer to be the hero of the outfit, I went for a very blank canvas underneath with a ecru colored t-shirt. So it's got a little yellow tint to it. And then I've also got some bone colored jeans on again, which is more of a creamy colored white hue. My shoes are nude, but they've got sort of a peachy tint to them. So that's got a touch of orange and yellow in the actual color, which I find really complements the outfit and creates a cohesive look. Then texture. That was the second thing that I was kind of thinking about. So my blazer is wool, and it's got a really nice luxurious looking weave to it. So I wanted something that was going to be a little bit more casual and relaxed, but really play off it and complement it nicely. So I went for a cotton t-shirt, which I think I love that contrast between that very refined type of material and then that casual material that cotton is, and then denim, which is again another cotton fiber. However, it has more of a weave to it that is a lot more visible. You can kind of see the lines of the material, which I think adds that bit of texture, which is interesting. The shoes are where I really wanted this outfit to shine, aside from the blazer. I went for a patent shoe. So this creates a bit more visual interest, especially when you're looking up and down. And I find that it really ties everything in and really helps to stop the outfit from looking flat. Now, when it comes to bags, for this particular outfit, it does sort of sit more in the middle of the undertone spectrum. So it's not quite warm, but it's not quite neutral either. So I went for a warm tone bag just because I wanted something that was bold and was gonna pop. So I opted for this bucket bag from Sometime. It's a dupe for the Mademoiselle Gabrielle one. And I think that this pairs really nicely. The rich gold hardware is another addition. It makes it a little bit more interesting, but it really works with the outfit. It's got kind of a casual vibe to it as well, which my outfit kind of does. It's dressed up for casual and relaxed. And I feel like this is a really cute combo for the transitional season. And my second outfit is centered around another tailored piece, which is this belted blazer. And I've worn this essentially like a top. I really love kind of how sexy it is with the lapels, just revealing a little bit of cleavage, not too much. Now, because this again was the focal piece, what I wanted to do was play that off with a more neutral base. So I've gone for white skinny jeans. This is going to be a little bit of a theme because I find that this is one of the simplest and easiest ways to wear this trend. Now, I do find that this really deep kind of foresty green is a little bit cooler. So for my shoes, I've opted for a camel toned suede. So these have those really earthy colors to it, which I think really pair effortlessly together. I've got that mix of texture from the denim to the wool of my blazer to the suede of my shoes. And I've also got a really interesting silhouette because my blazer's cinched in at the waist, but then I've got these very slim fitting jeans on. Now, because I wanted to make a bit of a statement with my bag, but I didn't really want to detract from my outfit, I want it to be more of a compliment rather than working against what I'm wearing. I went with a black bag, but this is one that's got texture to it. So it has this woven design, so it's a bit more elevated than a basic black handbag, and I find it works really well with this outfit. It doesn't draw too much attention, but it doesn't leave the outfit falling flat either. For outfit number 3, I wanted to show you how to incorporate leopard print into your outfit. So again, this was the key piece. This was the hero of my look, what I ended up basing the rest of my outfit around. So I basically inspected the undertone of the top to be able to figure out what items to pair with it. Because I wanted this to be the hero, sort of similar to the first outfit, I decided to pair it with a whiter or lighter base color because I thought that that would really make that leopard print tee sing. So the skirt that I went for is in a broderie anglais. It's just a midi skirt, and as you can see, that's already creating that bit of texture. So the top is silky, the skirt has this beautiful texture to it in a cotton fabric, and then my shoes are in an olive color. These are in a cool undertone, being the olive color, so they really play off the cool undertone of my top, and being in a leather material, I find that that adds a little bit of extra depth. Now, because I really wanted to have another layer of texture, instead of adding in a brown or a neutral colored bag, I decided to go for one that is in a mock croc leather. What I love about this is that it adds another layer of texture. It's really interesting, and having the gold hardware is a really beautiful contrasting element that I find really plays off the rest of my outfit. Now, outfit number 4 is an outfit that I've worn many times. You guys have probably seen it, but it's one of my favorite outfit combinations because it really relies on the texture of this sweater, which again is probably the focal piece, and I think I probably tend to focus a lot of my outfits on what I'm wearing on my upper half if I'm now thinking about it. Now, what I loved about this look is that it's much more tonal than the other ones that I've shared. So basically the color of my top and the color of my trousers is essentially the same, and then they have a very similar tone or shade to my shoes as well. At least there's complementing elements anyway. So the sweater is a cotton knit sweater, so it's got a really nice little weave or texture to it, which I think really plays nicely off the more muted, I guess, or flat appearance of the trousers. My shoes are leather, but they've got a suede little tab at the back, which again, like I said, that color just ties in really nicely to the rest of my outfit. Now, this is more of a cool toned outfit in terms of the undertone. So I've paired it with a bag, which is also cool toned, and it's my little Everlane tote bag. Now, this is in a blush color, and it actually works really well with this outfit because again, it's all those cool tones, but it's a little bit of pop, it's a bit different, and it's my bold bag choice for the look. So that is outfit number 4. So for outfit number 5, I've gone for another tonal outfit, and I actually wanted to demonstrate with this look how something that is warm tone really doesn't work with something that is cool tone. As you can probably tell, cool toned beige or nudes or neutrals tend to be my preference. I find that they work really well with my skin tone. It's all about trying things and figuring out what really plays off or plays against your skin tone. It's all trial and error. Now, what I did was I focused this outfit around the trousers, which are a wide leg chino. So these are a really nice kind of a soft brush, sort of a cotton. It's a very relaxed material. The t-shirt is also a cotton, but it does have a slight difference to it. It feels a lot more, I guess, luxurious than the trousers. So again, you can kind of see that difference in the top and the trouser. They're not exactly the same color, but there is a point of difference there. My accessories are where I really added in texture. So the shoes are a suede, and I find that they're just a slightly lighter take on the actual color of the top and the trousers. So it's more of a seamless look. It's a neutral tonal outfit that I find really is leg lengthening. It makes me look a lot taller. The only thing that would really elevate this look the next level, make me look like I'm even taller than I am, would be if I had a slightly cropped trouser. So I need to take these pants to the tailors, I think. The bag that I went for is in a leather, but it's a textured leather, so you can kind of see that there's a little bit of a grain running through it, which I find works really well. This is more of a blushy toned mushroom hue, but it pairs so effortlessly with the rest of my outfit. Now, I wanted to show you guys how a warm tone bag would look against this outfit, so you can kind of see the contrast and why it wouldn't be a perfect match. So this here is more of a, I would say kind of like a honey caramel, but in a, it's got a bit of a yellowy peach undertone to it. So you can kind of see like it doesn't really match. So the trousers are definitely very cool tone. These are more of a stone, whereas this is, and it has more of a blue tinge to it, whereas the bag has more of a yellow tinge to it, and they sort of work against each other. So it's not really the best pairing. This is not a bag that I would wear with these trousers at all, but you can kind of see why I say that it's worth just sticking to the same undertone, because it will make for a more cohesive outfit, but also one that is really visually attractive and appealing, easy on the eyes. So there you have it. Those are my tips and tricks on how to wear neutrals head to toe, plus a few outfit ideas. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I would love to know what your favorite look was, if you have any other styling tricks that you use when you're wearing neutrals, and I will see you guys tomorrow with a brand new video. See you then. Bye.